Hello, fabulous friends, fans, and superstars. Welcome to your horoscope for the week of February 11, 2018. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing week it is. What an active week it is. There's so much happening in the sky, but all the attention, I must say, all the glamour and the mystery and the mystique and the excitement is centered around the eclipse happening in the middle of the week. Now, this eclipse is happening hand in hand with Mercury. It's the moon, the sun, and Mercury getting together for a new moon solar eclipse, reaching out in harmony with Uranus. Now, you add to this, Mercury and the sun in their own right are very busy this week, both reaching out to Jupiter, reaching out to Uranus, meeting in the sky. And this suggests a few things to me. So one is the fact that this eclipse is happening in the sign of Aquarius and happening so close to Mercury. It speaks to a strong mind level realization of what transpires now, the new opportunities that come about. There's a lot of quickness with this as well, and there's a strong duality as well. The sign of Aquarius is one with a strong duality. It isn't going to be just one opportunity that finds us in at least one area of life, but very likely at least two opportunities that come. They will come quickly, they will come through other people. Mercury can represent other people and represent quick communications as well. And this is absolutely the time to make sure that you're keeping up on your messages, keeping up on your emails, you're watching what messages are coming in, because things can move very quickly, but also very fortunately as well. I'm really excited as I look at this eclipse, and I generally really love eclipses anyways, because eclipses to me are very much about being brought into alignment with a higher, more loving vision for your life. There's something very karmic about eclipses. They do involve the nodes of the moon, which are karmic points in the sky. And ultimately what they represent, they're not actual physical bodies. They are rather chart points, and they speak to the karmic journey of the soul. What is it that you promised yourself you would do before you incarnated? Well, that is what karma is, as well as the people that you promised to meet in order to resolve any karmic contracts that you had to learn what it is that you needed to learn in this lifetime, and thereby using this life well. Well, eclipses remind us of all this, sometimes obviously, sometimes unconsciously, but they remind us of this karmic journey that we are on towards more greatly fulfilling greater love and greater wisdom. So we have this eclipse happening. It is like a new moon, but it's like a jacked up new moon, as I like to call it. It's like 20 times more powerful. And an eclipse essentially is when the light of the sun is eclipsed for a moment and then revealed again. And in the same way, it is as if we are able to eclipse the past. We're able to put it behind us and be propelled into a more fortunate future. And this eclipse has lots of fortune all over it, lots of great fortune all over it. As I said, things move very quickly at this time. And it isn't just isolated to this eclipse, but because Mercury and the sun are so active in the sky now, it does suggest that the eclipse and the events around the eclipse are actually something that we're able to take into different areas of our life, that we're able to translate and carry forward throughout the week to make great things happen for ourselves. I have often shared how great eclipses are, how they really allow us to step into our truth and step into a new version of ourselves, to recognize where it is that some part of our identity has served its purpose in our life. Well, these are going to be some themes that arise now. Where is it that a certain situation or a certain way of being has done what it needed to do, and where are you now different? Where are you ready to leap forward into your future as a new, more authentic version of yourself? This eclipse will bring that invitation. But look, even though it's all about this eclipse, I gotta say, there's other stuff happening in the sky this week as well. As I said, it's a very busy astrological week. We've also got stuff happening with Mars. So stuff, by stuff I mean conversations. And let me tell you a little bit about Mars. Before I jump in with what's happening this week with Mars, let's leap forward a little bit. Because just a couple weeks down the road, we are going to have Mars speak in supreme harmony with Uranus. I am very excited about this celestial conversation, I must say, because this celestial conversation coming up a little further down the road, and of course I'll be here to talk about it as we go along, but that to me is luck. It is leaping forward. It is breakthroughs. It is possibility. It is feeling a sense that you are leaping into your future, and a more fortunate future at that, and that life is moving quickly and to your advantage. And so whatever it is that has transpired up until we get to that, we will find a way to address it. But really, it's almost as if there is wisdom to what is happening with Mars this week, because ultimately it is exactly what happens this week that will lend itself to the bigger opportunities and the bigger breakthroughs just a little bit further down the road. So what's happening this week? Mars is speaking with Neptune. Now, this is a conversation of tension. It's what astrologers call a square. And it's the type of conversation that speaks to feeling some fear, feeling confusion, feeling uncertain, being mindful of how we're using our energy, maybe wasting a lot of energy, realizing that we're pouring a lot of energy in a particular direction where it is not necessarily useful, and also just tiredness as well, needing rest. So as I look at this, I feel like there's a strong sense to be aware of our own selves and be aware of what it is we're feeling and why, and be aware of our own fears and how they can sometimes color what it is that we see. We have every reason to believe in great things this week, especially because of that eclipse. And we have every reason to believe that life can fast forward very quickly. So it's almost as if we take a leap in one area, and then in another area we sort of hold back a little bit. We wonder what's the right step to do. We're afraid of making the wrong step. Well, don't worry, that is part of the process, right? Ultimately, it isn't about the destination. It isn't about where you get. It's about whom you become in the process. And this is the kind of energy that will allow you to appreciate that, sometimes we take one step forward, and it's in taking that step forward that we confront ourselves. We confront where it is that we have our own sense of limitation, and where it is now that we're ready to break past those limitations and into a brand new set of circumstances. Now, the other great thing that's happening this week is Venus. So last week, I might have mentioned this last week, Venus moved into the sign of Pisces. She did that towards the end of last week. And when she moved into the sign of Pisces, essentially what is happening now and in the weeks ahead, we are gearing up for Venus returning to where she was last spring when we had the Venus retrograde season. Now, if you remember spring of 2017, not the easiest time for a lot of people out there, especially where it came to matters of love, where it came to matters of money, not necessarily smooth sailing. Venus was having some interesting connections with other power players in the sky, including Saturn. So there was a sense at that time of limitation, of needing to hold back, of things maybe being less than desirable, but feeling like you want to put in the time to see it through and hope it ends up going in a positive direction. Now, again, this could have been in love, it could have been in money or blessings as well, and how easily we feel we're able to attract blessings into our life. So for some people, this was very much inner work. For others, it was much more external with what was happening in your life. Well, now things have changed, and Venus entering this part of the sky late last week is about appreciating how things have changed. And this is the first reminder that things have changed. That is because Venus will speak to Saturn this week, but it is a conversation of harmony. It is a conversation that is easy. And what this says to me is we are making choices in love, in life, and in money, and in prosperity, and in our understanding of prosperity that ultimately are going to help us in the bigger picture of our life. Love becomes grounded now as we're able to appreciate the lessons that took place last year in the spring. What was that about for you? What learning was there for you? What was it that you came to understand about yourself and love, and what you really want in love and why? What you really understand about prosperity and why? And where is it now that a deeper layer of healing, of resolution can take place? Well, we're going to be in that resolution for the next few weeks as Venus moves through Pisces and moves to the sign of Aries coming up a little further down the road. But this is one of those high point moments. This is one of those resolution moments that I really love. It'll allow us to bring about greater stability within ourselves, in our lives, and of course in love as well. What I love about this week for us, it's gotta be the eclipse, right? It's gotta be the eclipse. The eclipse is fabulous. The eclipse is amazing. Eclipses return us to a sense of magic and allow us to appreciate how it is that ultimately something sacred is happening and interacting between us and the sky. Get ready to eclipse the past, leave the past behind, and step into a brave, bold, and eccentric new world. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, thumbs up. It means so much. And you can find out what all this wonderful stuff means for you and your sign by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expansive, exclusive video scopes each and every week. And I talked about the eclipse, I talked about Mars, I talked about Venus for each and every sign beyond what you just get in the monthly horoscope. But the monthly horoscopes are on YouTube as well, where I talked about the eclipse. That's also there. But of course, I always appreciate and I love my superstars and I love my friends and fans. So thank you. Thank you to my superstars who are there right now. And thank you for those of you who are going to join me in the superstar space as well. I look forward to meeting you there at nadiyashah.com or astrofabulous.com. I've got a bunch of events coming up and I'm really excited about online events and in-person events. I'm getting ready. I got my tickets. I'm going to Europe and I'm very excited about it. But first, let me tell you about synchronicityuniversity.com. Synchronicity University is back this April, with 3 brand new classes chosen by you. I asked on social media, what classes do you want me to teach? What do you want to learn? And the 3 top answers are the 3 classes that I will be offering in April as part of Synchronicity University. The first is the nodes in astrology. The second is health and holistic healing in the astrology chart. And the third is past lives in the astrology chart. So really exciting topics, really looking forward to it. Lots of people have been signing up. So I know it's gonna be an amazing group live in real time. And then afterwards you can download the webinar and you can learn from infinitely. So you can access those classes, sign up for the classes, and instantly get the link to join us live by going to synchronicityuniversity.com or nadiyashah.com. Now in person, I got in-person events coming up as well, and I'll try to link to them in the description so you can see below. I will be at the Bath Astrologers Forum, which will take place in Bristol and Bath. And so on March 3rd, I'm teaching my chemistrology workshop in Bristol, UK. What? In the UK? I'm really excited to be back. You may know, if you've been watching me for a while, I have spoken about how I went to university in the UK. It was a very special time, very meaningful time for me. And so it's really exciting to be back, to connect with friends, of course, to connect with fans, to be there in the space. I'm just really excited. Some of my favorite places in the world are in the UK. So I'm really happy to meet friends and fans out in the UK. So on the 3rd, I have a full day workshop, Saturday the 3rd, chemistrology workshop. That'll take place in Bristol. And on the 5th, I'm doing an evening talk, and that is happening in Bath as well. It's near the Abbey. I've been there before. It's a beautiful place. So it's happening in Bath. And so I will link to that with the Bath Astrologers Forum, Bristol and Bath Astrologers in the description, so you can access that. I will be in Ireland. What? I'm going to be in Ireland. I'm really excited to be back in Dublin as well. Ireland, one of my favorite places in the world. It has this like amazing casual mysticism, I like to say. And it's like, you know, just people say the most amazing things to you, like these inspired mystical things, and they just treat it like, you know, random offhand conversation. It's an incredible, incredible place. So I will be in Dublin with Astrology Ireland, and again, linking at the bottom. On the 9th, I will be doing a talk about the nodes and past lives in astrology. On the 10th, I will be doing a 2-part full day workshop. The first half will be on Uranus and Taurus, a full day workshop, or rather half day workshop on Uranus and Taurus. Second half will be on Chiron in Aries. So during the talk, I'll talk about what it means for the collective, and then I'll talk about what it means for people as Uranus transits through the house in your natal chart. So it's going to be really personal, but also collective and really exciting. Really looking forward to being out in Ireland, in Dublin. And then I'm going to be in Serbia, in Belgrade, Serbia as well. Again, I'll link to that. There's a huge conference happening out there. It'll be so much fun. From the 16th, I'll be speaking on the 16th, on the 18th, no, it's the 16th, the 17th, I think I have off. The 18th, I'm speaking again. And then the 19th, I'm doing a full day workshop, the Chemistrology workshop as well. All of that in Belgrade, Serbia. So again, I'll link, you can get your tickets online, the conference pass online with other amazing astrologers. I'll be speaking in Belgrade, Serbia. Really looking forward to it. It's gonna be so much fun. We are gonna have fun in Europe. I've got my tickets, like I said, and it's the best part, me with my Sag moon, right? It's, I am at home in the world. I am at home when I'm traveling. I'm at home when I'm on a plane. I must be one of the few people in the world who loves being in airports, who loves being on a plane. So I am really looking forward to zipping around Europe. Got lots of little trip plans as well, like just, you know, hopping around a little bit, seeing some friends. So I think I'll very much be in my comfort zone. And I hope it shows, like when you meet me in person, I hope you say, wow, Nadiya, you seem really comfortable. I would really like that. And of course, hugs. I'm all about the hugs. So we will have fun in Europe. And let me just say, giving you a little bit of heads up, in May, I will be in Chicago. I'm super excited about that as part of the UAT conference. I'll link to that as well. That's gonna be a whole lot of fun. It's like the biggest astrology party on the planet with the most amazing astrologers alive today getting together. And I'll be teaching a 1-hour version of my Chemistrology workshop, like condensed, giving you like the highlights and the best points of Chemistrology, which is the astrology of instant attractions. That's what Chemistrology is. So we're gonna have fun out in Chicago. All my peeps, we're gonna meet new people who are gonna become my people. We're gonna meet and we'll have a lot of fun out there as well. Looking forward to connecting with friends and fans, and thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here to celebrate the sky and celebrate your lives with me. I'm so grateful for it. It'll be a great week. Enjoy.